Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. In the previous class, we started the discussion about biotechnology. Okay. In the previous class, I introduced the subject, that is the biotechnology. This is your chapter number 11. In this chapter, you have to learn about the principles of biotechnology and processes of recombinant DNA technology and its application. Tools are used for the biotechnology and important techniques like bioreactor, PCR technique, gel electrophoresis. So many things you have to study in this chapter. Now we can start the chapter with a definition of biotechnology. Biotechnology is a branch of modern science, the technique using the live organism or their cellular component for enzyme production, processing, and which is very useful for the industries, agriculture, medicine and food processing. I will write first definition. Biotechnology is a technique of using live organism their cellular components or enzyme to produce products and processes useful to us and industry, agriculture, medicine and food processing. Okay. Then the biotechnology is not a new science. Our biotechnology is from ancient, we followed our biotechnology principles from our ancient eras. Okay. Our ancestors also used the biotechnology principles in their normal daily activities. I can say that the biotechnology, old, I can write old one. In that, we observe the biotechnology principles for making curd from milk, bread, wine from fruits for the fermentation processes, which are all microbe mediated processes. These are all microbe mediated processes. They use microbes for this all the processes. For example, curd preparation by using milk. Usually we have to take a drop of curd and we have to transfer that in a warm, lukewarm milk. Now ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಗುರು ಬೆಚ್ಚಗಿರೋ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೊಸರನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಕರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. That a drop of curd is nothing but the lactobacillus bacteria. We have to transfer that bacteria into the new media, that is milk. Milk ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ milk lukewarm ಅಂದರೆ ಉಗುರು ಬೆಚ್ಚಗಿರೋ ಮಿಲ್ಕಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಫಾರ್ ದೇರ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. All these processes are micro-mediated processes could also thought as a form of biotechnology. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಡೀಪ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ. ಓಕೆ, nowadays new biotechnology uses high advanced techniques like we can see that in vitro fertilization, for leading to a test tube baby. In vitro fertilization in the sense the fertilization which occurs outside of the bodies. Test tube baby antandra we have to artificially fertilize the egg and ovum outside of the body. One the laboratory condition olagade in the test tube we have to transfer the sperm into the egg. Okay, the fertilization is occurs inside the test tube only. After the fertilization, after the zygote formation in the 2 or 4 cell stage, we have to transfer that fertilized zygote into the female womb. Okay, uterus ಗೆ transfer ಮಾಡಿ the further growth of that fertilized egg is occurs inside the human body only. Okay, that artificial fertilization we can say that in vitro fertilization, in vitro outside the body. Okay, then also another thing that is development of DNA vaccine or correcting defective gene or all the parts of biotechnology nowadays. Okay, there is a important thing that is EFP. This is very important. Remember the full form. European Federation of Biotechnology. European Federation of Biotechnology has given the definition. You have to remember this one, EFB. This will come for 1 marks. Okay, EFB in the sense European Federation of Biotechnology give the definition for biotechnology. According to the EFB, the definition of biotechnology is like this. It is the integration. It is not a maths integration. Okay, the integration of natural science and organisms, integration of natural science and organism or cell or parts thereof, and the parts or the molecular analogues means similar for products and service. Okay, the integration of natural science and organism. In the organism it may be a cell, part of the organism which is molecular analog. We use those for the products and services for the humankind. Okay, this is all about the definition and few examples for the biotechnology example for biotechnology. Okay, the main important thing that is the principle of biotechnology on the basis of what the biotechnology works. Okay, I will write now. Principles of biotechnology. Okay, there are totally 2 principles we can study in this chapter, that is genetic engineering is the one and only a first principle, and it is very important one. Genetic engineering. In the previous class I explained this one. Okay. The genetic engineering is a technique of altering the chemistry of genetic material. Chemistry in the sense the molecular arrangement or the background. The technique of altering the chemistry of genetic material. The technique of altering the chemistry of genetic material in the sense DNA and RNA, DNA or the RNA. Okay, the technique of altering the chemistry of genetic material. After alteration, it is introduce it into host organism to change its phenotype, This is known as genetic engineering. Here just you have to listen. It is nothing but genetic engineering is nothing but the dealing with the gene, means alteration of gene or alteration of genetic material, and after alteration that altered genetic material is introduced into the host organism for changing its phenotype. ನಾವು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜೀನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ultimately it will change the phenotype of that particular organisms. Okay, what is the use of this genetic engineering? Usually the genetic engineering is used in the manufacture of biotechnological products. Used in manufacturing of biotechnological products like antibiotics, vaccines and enzymes. Okay, the genetic engineering or the changing the genetic material which ultimately changes the phenotype of that host organism, which is used for the production of antibiotics, enzymes and the vaccines. Okay, another principle of biotechnology is recombinant DNA technology. Recombinant DNA technology. Okay, the recombinant DNA technology in the sense a piece of DNA is introduced into the foreign organism could not be able to multiply itself in the organism, but when it get incorporated into the genetic material of the recipient, it may multiply. Means the recombinant DNA technology is nothing but the one of the principle of biotechnology. Here a piece of DNA had to introduce into the organism, particularly in the genetic material of that organism. That organism is multiply the foreign DNA along with its own DNA with the regular process of replication. The introduction of foreign DNA into the host organism is known as a recombinant DNA technology. I will explain this with using the suppose. I want a green color, dark, suppose consider this is one plant which having the very dark green color leaves. This is one plant which is having the pale green color leaves. Okay, I have to transfer the dark color gene into the pale green color leaves. I can make a recombinant DNA, I have to make recombinant DNA before going to transfer that gene. Means I have to isolate the gene, okay. Then isolation, after isolation I have to transfer that gene into the vector, okay. Then that vector, this is vector, that vector have to transfer into the host organism. The host organism is nothing but the bacteria. I will explain each and everything, just understand what is recombinant DNA technology. Okay, the gene of interest which is incorporated into the plasmid or the vector is known as a recombinant DNA. Okay, idu plasmid DNA, idu gene of interest. This one is considered as a recombinant DNA. Okay, the process of addition of a piece of DNA into the plasmid is considered as a recombinant DNA technology. Okay, in the shortcut we can say that rDNA, recombinant DNA. Now we can discuss this process of recombinant DNA technology, then you can easily understand how the DNA is isolated from the plant, how it is inserted in the plasmid. Okay. Now I will write the points. This biotechnology is somewhat theoretical, that's why I am using the that's why I am writing and explaining. This is very simple. When a piece of DNA is introduced into the foreign organism, it not able to multiply. Itself. When it get incorporate into the genetic material, incorporate into the genetic material of the recipient, then it able to multiply and inherited along with okay, just understand, if any piece of the DNA which is introduced into the organism, suppose ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ನ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎನ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಗೆ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಡಿ ಎನ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಎನಿಮೋರ್, ಅದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ means transcription agala, transcription agli and translation means that gene is not going to express. When we want to express that particular gene which we isolated from the organism, we have to transfer that gene into the proper position. Means we have to transfer, we have to fix, we have to attach that gene into the genetic material of the ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ದು ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಆ ಜೀನನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ, ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೈಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಟು ದ other organism. Means inheritance is possible when the gene of interest is introduced into the proper proper position on the genetic material. Okay, next, the foreign means a foreign DNA after becoming the part of the chromosome in the recipient organism, it possesses the ability of replication. I will write here that one only I explained earlier. The foreign DNA after incorporation it becomes part of the chromosome and it possesses ability to replicate. It possesses ability to replicate. Okay, then after that there is a specific DNA sequence called as a origin of replication in the chromosome that is responsible for a initiation of replication. While explaining the DNA replication, I told that origin of replication sequence is very necessary for initiation of the replication process. If the origin of replication sequences is absent, there is no replication process. Means you already know that a replication fork is formed where there is a presence of the replication sequence or origin of replication sequence or ORI, that is origin of replication. While explaining the DNA replication in the previous class, DNA replication ಆಗೋದು semi conservative replication method ಒಳಗಡೆ I explained that origin of replication sequence, Prinbo box, Tata box is very necessary for DNA replication. Okay, I will write here. There is a specific DNA sequence called ORI is responsible for initiation of replication. Initiation of replication, ORI sequences are very necessary. Okay, then and foreign DNA linked with the origin of replication that can be possible for the replication and multiplication by the organism. Means I will write an foreign DNA when linked with ORI can be replicate and multiply itself in the host organism. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಜೀನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಜೀನನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ we means up to now we discussed that a piece of DNA, foreign DNA have to isolate from the selected organism. Okay, that have to be transferred into the genetic material of the host organism. When it is able to multiply or able to inherit, when it is fixed in the proper position, when the replication is occurs. Means the replication is possible only by the presence of the ORI sequences, that is origin of replication sequence. If the origin of replication sequence is present, then only the sequence is replicate in the host organism. Okay, then it is also called as the replication or multiplication of foreign DNA is also called as cloning, and that forms a multiple identical copies of any template DNA. I will write here multiplication or replication is also known as cloning, that form multiple identical copies of any template DNA. Okay, today we discussed that definition of biotechnology, two aspects of biotechnology, genetic engineering and recombinant DNA technology. Genetic engineering is one of the principle. It is nothing but the dealing with the gene or alteration of a genetic material of an organism in order to change the phenotype. The definition of genetic engineering is very important. Recombinant DNA technology is a piece of DNA how to introduce into the foreign organism. It is able to multiply when it is having the ORI sequences. The multiplication and replication of the foreign DNA in the host organism is nothing but the cloning, the cloning which produces the multiple copies of identical genes or identical copies of template DNA. Okay, this is all about the discussion of recombinant DNA technology. In the next class, I will explain DNA technology completely, recombinant DNA technology completely with using the diagrams. Okay, please watch the videos regularly, student. Don't skip the videos and write the notes neatly. Okay, we will continue in the next class.